Oh, I actually wanted to start the podcast like this, but I forgot. Let me drag this over here. Is I wanted to look up the word meaning. Like when they say something has meaning, or this means this means something, this means that. I want to look up what the word actually meant. I even already got it right here. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom. Probably not that much. Alright. Meaning, plural meanings. What is meant by word, text, concept, or action? The meaning of a word, supermarket. Implied or explicit significance. He gave me a full look of meaning. I never heard that sentence before. He gave me a full look of meaning. That's cool. Wait, how to... There it is. And, important or worthwhile quality or purpose. So that's what they say meaning means. Important or worthwhile quality or purpose. This can lead to a new meaning in life of older people. Intended to communicate something that is not directly expressed. She gave Gabriel a meaning look. Similar is meaningful, significant, pointed, eloquent, expressive. Meaning. Because in the melancholic world, you can get caught up, melancholy, you can caught up and say that nothing means nothing. Or nihilism. You can caught up in nihilism. Let's see what they say about this word. Nihilism, the rejection of all religious and moral principles in the belief that life is meaningless. Philosophy, extreme skepticism, meaning that nothing in the world has a real existence. Historical, the doctrine of an extreme Russian revolutionary party in the 1900s was found nothing to approve of in the established social order. In the origin, nihil meaning nothing in English, ism, put it together, it means the nothingism, the nothing, the nothingness. That nothing means nothing. And that's cool that is what that word actually breaks down to. Here go y'all. Let me get back on here. That's what those two words break down to. Because meaning when psychedelics, people get caught up in like to me a reality is meaning. As soon as something means something, that's a whole reality, that's a whole experience. As soon as you say something means something. And I think that's why before psychedelics, a lot of people be so angry and sad saying nothing means nothing. I know that nothing means nothing. But then they like, it's nothing else but the nothing. And there's no experience without psychedelics of what that nothing, that no thing actually is. Not to psychedelics, you can break that nothing down to no thing and actually see it as still such a thing as a thing. But that nothing and meaningless and nihilism, because when I came back from my big trip, from one of my trips, I was like, I could have easily got caught in nihilism, that none of this means anything. And that's why I love the duality of being a magician, that none of this means nothing. Life is a joke. That's what the ultimate thing out there told me. Whatever quotations you put on it. Even my thing is quotations. It was like that this all is a joke. Wanka wanka, like the clown horn. I got a video all documenting all of that. And whoop, they just got me out of that train. Then, because it's like, this ain't even meaning. But I'm making this meaningful right now. Just because. I'm just tying. There, the set streams continue. I'm just tying. I'm just tying. Like that's why I always say what I say don't mean anything, but it means everything and nothing at all at the same time. Everything. So that's what like break when you get real down to that those words and really experience those words. What it is for things to be so meaningful, and that you see that things only exist here because we hold a purpose to it. Things is held here because we hold in a certain level of vibration to it. The TVs, everything looks the same because of how her mind is making it do. And then the substances, that's why when things start looking a little wavy, things start popping up out of the that was always there in the subconscious that wasn't there before. I mean that was there but wasn't projecting itself before. It wasn't projecting because it wasn't your mindset. It wasn't what you was on. It wasn't meaningful to you. It wasn't meaningful to you. And how can something be meaningful to you if you never experienced it before? That's why I see like these mushrooms and DMT push you into these experiences. They have nothing that seems at first to have nothing to do with what's going on around you, or definitely seems though it had nothing, it was not ever related or meaningful to anything that ever happened before in your life. But then you see it was all there all along. But that's just adding more meaning and philosophy to it. But going into these trips, you do have to have a type of nihilist type of view that nothing really has meaning to it, besides the meaning that you give to it and the meaning that other people give to it, or the meaning that it is given to itself. Whatever reality that you in the moment, whatever reality that you're in. And this is what, and it's so much of a so significant. It's so significant, and I'm gonna use that phrase to mean to replace never-ending story, to say how this is related to this, or synchronicities. It's very significant. It has a broad I don't know, significance to it. I'm gonna nail it down. I'm gonna nail that word down in a coffin. But everything everything is working all together. Everything is working all together. So even when things are not meaningful, I don't know. I was about to say when things are not meaningful. Why am I saying that? It's wild trying to talk about meaning while trying not be so meaning at the same time. Like that's how I just naturally am. But yeah, significance is because the word. It's all in the word. It's all in the etymology. It's all in the breakdown. It's all in the spirit. It's all in the experiences that I'm seeing. Because then you come back and you say, wow, a lot of things that was meaningful to me before are not meaningful to me. They don't mean anything to me now. And when you really get to that point where they don't mean things to you anymore, we see how they broke it down. We see how they broke it down in here. It don't have any significance, explicit significance, or it's not really a worthwhile quality. It's just not worthwhile me doing that anymore. I don't think I'm really like destroying my life, because at the biggest sense, I can't really destroy my life because this life is just a game. It's just a joke. But it's just not a worthwhile quality. I'm not proposed to this. I have not proposed to this, so it doesn't seem like it's my purpose anymore. I want to develop my own skill. Like we were saying earlier, this is my own skill that I want to do to make my own a different purpose in this life, because this is what's important to me. This is what now has meaning to me. And you can even change the meaning to words. That's how powerful we are. We can change the meaning to words. Like you see me now changing significance and all this, the tie, and that's what I'm doing. Putting my own meaning, remixing culture. A lot of people out here doing this. Shouts to the true fan. Saying what is meant by a word, text, concept, or action. We taking the word crazy, weird, out there, psycho night, mushroom head. I do shrooms to help me. I do shrooms to help my life get better. I do take place in these plant medicines to better my life and dive deeper into myself. Like all of those phrases had a different connotation on them before we started talking about them. They still have a connotation on them that people are still not all hippity hip about saying that this is them and this is me and stuff like that. A lot of people still shy off. My name is Gift of the Born in Saint Fire. Gift of the born. The thread that unites this few approaches that you have had. Wait, the thread that unites this few approaches that you have that put in the horizon the things that are meaningful to you, and that keeps the ball rolling. It sure does. It sure does. And keeping the eye on the prize. Keeping the eye on the prize. Just what prize is it? What prize is it? The glitz, glamour, fame, and fortune? Or is it being wealthy, self-satisfied, good friends, has some awesome skills, always willing to learn new skills, and free time? Or that is your free time. It's just your time. Your time. Not anybody else's time. Tainow store, come and explore. Explore at the Tainow store. Store, come and explore. Explore, Tainow store. Store, come and explore. Explore, Tainow store. Explore, come on, come explore the Tainow store. Store, come and explore.